Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Occupy Mars, the game. We are on day 11, or Sol 11. I have planned things ahead, I've changed a few things, I've increased the battery size, I have changed the water setup. That's not going to be enough water, but for now, it's good. We have a little bit more power, and I have plans to build more items. I just need to get all the materials for it. Yeah, and you can elevate structures, and I regret having this at ground level, so I might have to do something about that later. Right now, I'm not too concerned. Focus for today, expand this and sort out my food, because I didn't know what I was doing, and all of my plants withered. So I have, if you look in the bottom left, potato seedling withered, all of them withered, and then same thing over here, these all withered. So I'm going to have to get rid of them. There's fortunately a bin that you can use. And I need to use this panel a little bit more. We're going to head out because we got some pins marked on the map. So we've got a probe out in that direction, 1,457 meters away. Otherwise, everything is good. And my inventory is ready so that we can go. I've spoken enough and I've wasted an hour. There's a lot to do today, so let's get stuck in. All right, on the bike. Battery 100%. I'm going to head out in that direction towards that. Nearly crashed. Towards that probe signal. And along the way, we may find stuff that we can break. Oh, I'm actually hungry. So let me stop. Just hop off for a moment. Hop into my inventory. Grab myself some food. That's 67%. Pretty good. Back on the bike. And off we go. So this spot is quite far away. It's on the other side of that mountain. Maybe I should try and go up the mountain and over. Or I could go around that way. Nah, up and over it is. Maybe a good choice. I see something up on the top of the hill over there. And we're going to be going past that. Bit of a steep climb at the end. And we're up. Oh, there's something down in the valley as well. So let's go and see what this is all about. We have a console. Start hacking. Alright, guess 3 unique symbols. So it's a mini game. Each symbol must be different. The sequence of the symbols is not important. The sequence is not important, right? It does seem like the sequence is important though. Or maybe not. Let's give it a go and see. So let's start with that, and that, and that. Okay, I got 1 right. Then we try this one out. There's 2 right in there. So now we have to figure out which one is wrong here. So let's do the first 2 on this side and the first one on that side. Only 1. Second 2 on this side. I have no idea if I'm doing that right. Well, there's 2 right now. Okay, that's only 1. So one of these is not correct. That means that that one would be correct. That one's not. And it's possible that this one is. Oh, darn, 2. So then that, and that. Bugger. Alright, obviously I'm not very good with this. Next satellite pass in 12 hours. Alright, well, that sucks. I need to improve my mastermind skills. Okay, well, we're going to go down. I see something in the valley. There's a route. Yeah, maybe a bit steep down over here. But we can manage steep by the looks of things. Ooh, oh my word, that's down a cliff. Oh my gosh, did I just die? I think I just died. No, I'm okay. I'm up. Just knocked out. My vehicle is still good. Let's try again. Okay. Steep slopes, maybe not your friend. So the place we're actually going to is down in that direction. And we're going to take a look in here. Oh, this place looks a little different. Doesn't look like there's much except the solar panels to break down. And I will most certainly be doing that. Cool. Let's hop off the bike and we're going to go and see if there's anything inside we can pick up. In nice long corridors. And open the door. Doesn't seem like there's much inside. Just a lot of corridors. But if I remember, there was something at the back. Like a big garage or something. Processed food. Oh, absolutely. Aha. So, we've got goods. And it's already midday. That's not great. Okay, so I'm going to clear out whatever I can find. Actually, these med kits would probably be useful. More food. Need that. And a tablet. Cool, let's sort out that tablet immediately. Use and blowtorch 3, grinder 3. That might actually be the best thing to do. Large dome, hyper wash process. Okay, That's it. Yeah, because we need resources. And an oxygen bottle. Pretty useful. Can't see anything else in here. Walking around this way, I still don't see anything else. So all we have are these very big solar panels. Let's pull out the grinder and go to work on them. Right, that's one down. We got quite a lot of stuff out of that. And it's taking quite a while to break these down. I've got to just keep an eye on the time because it's a long way back. And they actually do have hotspots. There's another one. Yeah, that certainly speeds up the grinding. And we are on to the last one. It will not take long. There are hotspots somewhere. Oh, there we go. That should be the last one. Yep, cleared out. And we picked up quite a lot of stuff. 16 electronics and 30 solar panels. Very nice. Now, what is this? Oh, here we go. There's more stuff over here. Got more solar panels to pick up. And another bottle. A water bottle. Handy. And then there's this room. You can open the door and head inside. Oh, good. More food. A suit battery. Another oxygen bottle. And that might be it. There's something lying here. A circuit board, medium. Alright, I could chop down all these boxes. Maybe. But I'm on a bit of a schedule. Because I need to get to that location over there and then still get back before dark. So let's go. Alright, so I'm going to head up this hill. I think we're still good on power. This ATV is a little slow, and I think this is the one that I found on the first day. I think it might be better if I built my own. Okay, we picked up a tech point. I'm not sure what on, so we'll check that out. Okay, we are very close now. Another steep cliff. Am I going to survive? I am. Alright, so this is one of those probes, and it'll have a pen drive or something in it. And I think those will be important once we get research tables. Oh, there's lots more locations around. So let's go and grab this. There we go. And it is an electricity pen drive. Super. Okay, let's hurry back. So there are a lot more locations out in this direction. I see one over there. And there's a big one over there. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get back before dark. Yeah, I'm taking a slightly alternate route back. I don't know if it's a good idea, because we're going to eventually get to a very steep downslope somewhere. Oh, and there's another one of those beacons. Is that maybe the same one? No, I don't think so. Alright, well, we don't have much time, but I'll give it a shot. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3. None of those. Alright, good. 1, 2, 3. Ah, well, that was pretty darned easy. Code provided downloading satellite data. And a mechanic pen drive. Collect all. Super. Alright, well, that was good. Now we can get out of here. Nice and quick and easy. And hopefully I can find a smooth route down. Oh no, this is not going to end well. Oh, foot off the accelerator and we're okay. Is this another deep... Oh, it's another steep one. It's not so bad. We can do that. Okay. Well, I've got cruise control on now because we've pretty much got a clear line to home. And whatever speed you're doing when you hit cruise control is the speed that it holds. So if you're going down a hill and you hit G, I'm doing like 48. I think I was doing 21 or something before. It is slowing down, but not as fast as it would if I was just normal driving. And we are home. Just like that. Piece of cake. Now I picked up a few things, so perhaps I can finish some more solar panels off. Let's start with this one and see if we can. Yep, I have the materials. So I'm going to sort out the power, then I'm going to sort out the water. In the last episode I made a big deal about oxygen, but it's not that important. Not for the food anyway, it's more important for you. The important stuff for the food is electricity and water. Oh, and I did actually run out of materials. That was the electronics. So we'll grab our power line and plug it in, and we'll zip it over this way and plug it in there. Now the reason I've put this here, this is an extension, so it gives you a whole bunch of extra ports. I'm going to do away with this one and then plug these into here once I have the materials to finish it, and I don't have them at all. But for now, these two are running into this one, which is running into the battery, which is running into another one that is also feeding out and going to provide the water. And the water is a different setup to what you saw in the last episode. So I actually need to put down a transformer here, but I need to build more of these because I don't have enough water, I don't think. But I'm also, with the add-on, I'm providing oxygen, which is important if you want to live in your workshop or your habitat. And the oxygen takes a little while to build up. But yeah, I definitely need more water. So we can head over here. I should have some. Oh, the source is empty. Now you see, that is a problem. So let's yeah, these are not working at all. So I'll zero them out. As you can see, the demand is 4.7. We weren't producing that much. And with it zeroed out, now it's starting to build up. So we were producing a smaller amount than what we needed. And it turns out that we don't actually need the incubator. It does help things to grow faster, but we can get away with this on its own for a while and also at the same time save some power. So I'm going to grab my grinder and I'm going to grind this guy out. And that will free up some electricity for something else. And because I have some food, I am going to upgrade seeds. I'm going to toss away all the withered stuff. I think that's how it's supposed to work. Right, I think this is empty now. And I'll just head over to the trash and unfortunately toss those. Now I'm not going to empty the trash, but I don't know if these are used for compost later on. And over here we have our storage, which I'm going to improve. I do have quite a lot of resources and it is very late already, so there's not much else I can do. Let's just have a look at our tech tree. We have an electricity upgrade that we can do, and if we shimmy over, well, we're still looking for blueprints. Although, yeah, these are all, I need the benches for all of these. And I think the first one I'm going to put in is the chemistry bench. This one is a little different. Right from the beginning, you don't unlock these in the tech tree like the others. These ones you actually have to create the reactions. You have to have the right materials, make the reactions to unlock these things. But we'll get there. Anyway, not much for me to do now. I am going to go to sleep. So let's sleep until 8 when it's safe to go outside and sleep. Oh, and if you're sleeping in your pod, you can only sleep 8 hours, but on these beds you can sleep for as long as you like, I suppose. All right, let's see if we can get some water now. Yes. Okay, hydration is sorted. We got 9 food and we're at 42. Consume, we're at 83. Nice. So let's head outside and I'm going to head over to the pod because that is where my 3D printer is. And let's look in here. I probably won't be able to build what I'm looking for, but at least I'll know what to fetch. So these boxes for building materials, I want one of those. And I need some iron for that. And do I not have any iron? I do not. So let's go and find some iron. And probably one of these big rocks. Let's work our way away from the base. Oh, I've got the analyzer. Hold on. What was that? No. I should have just checked. But yeah, that is definitely iron. Good. So yeah, I'm going to chop my way through this rock and collect a whole bunch of iron. Right. Broke that rock up completely. Now I just have to go and pick up all the iron. And let's have a look at how much we got. 59. Not bad. I also picked up titanium and sulfur. All things that will be very useful. So we'll hop into the pod. Scroll down to boxes. I want to do a box for building material, but I need to put the iron in the inventory first, and I might as well put the titanium and sulfur in there as well. There'll be boxes for those as well, and I'll show you how these boxes work. So printing, box for building materials, we just want one add, and that will build. And now that it's done, we can go to the inventory, move that box into our storage, and then start moving items that are building material related into that box. So you'll see things like the water we can't put into that box, but I don't know, batteries can we? No, we can't do those either. And there are specific boxes for the circuit boards, but we can take the screws, so it's a building material, and put it into the box. And now we can take that box and put it somewhere else. So if we go back to the printing, box for circuits and pen drives. Pretty good. We'll add one. And then we can get a box for rocks as well. Add that. Right, and there's our box for circuits and pen drives. Circuits can go in, pen drive can go in. And you just have to double click them to open them up and see what's in them. And then you can pull stuff out as you need it. So it compresses your storage. Now this was for the rocks. That means I can drop all my rocks. Oh, hang on, what was this for? Yeah, box for rocks. Ah, right. Titanium is not considered a rock. Iron, calcium, all the physical stuff that you mine, but the secondary stuff like the sulfur and the titanium, which is not actually a rock. It's just a byproduct of a rock. Those actually don't go in that box. But now that stuff is there and there's more space to put other things. So we hop out of there. We haven't progressed very much today. I need to put up another water pump so that I can start growing crops. So maybe let's go and put the blueprint in, see what I need to go and fetch. Right. In the building menu, resources, well. And the well, we're going to give that a bit of space and raise it up to the same level as the other one. Flip it around and we'll put that in there. Now that's going to need a bunch of stuff. We're also going to need a water pump, which is pumping station, this one. And that we're going to need to elevate as well. Yeah, we can put it over there. Doesn't need to be as high as the other one. So that we're going to need to build. And we're also going to need to build electricity transformer. And the transformer will also need to be elevated. Things don't like to be at ground level over here. So we're going to rotate it that way and bring it up a couple of notches. So we've got a few things to build. There's a lot of stuff that I need, but you'll notice that the stuff that I have in the box in my inventory, I can actually use to build out of that box. The screws are there, even though I'm short of screws. The electric motors, they're there. The steel plates that I put in the box, the aluminium plates I put in the box, they are there. So basically, I just need more of them. And look at that. We have oxygen in here now. Oxygen is actually looking pretty good. I could take my helmet off, but I'll probably forget to put it on again. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. So moving stuff into the building materials box. I've got quite a lot that I can move over into there. Now I'm carrying it with me. And if we open that box, I've still got a couple of slots. I probably don't need that much. One stack of each would be fine. So yeah, I'll take that out as well. And I'm going to put the cement in here as well. Did I have steel plates in there already? Yes, I did. But I could fit more in and it's still one stack. The small pipes, I have 100 in there. Maybe I'll add another stack of those. Yeah. All right, that looks good. And then the box for circuits, I can throw these circuits in and look at how empty my storage is getting. Very nifty. Okay, let's go and build some stuff. Now, it doesn't really matter what order I do these in because they all have to be done in order to work. I'll start over here, aiming at the bubble so that it goes faster. And it looks like I have all the material that I need. That is now built. Transformer, I have everything that I need for that. There were no bubbles on this one. And then the water pump. I hope this is not too close. No, I don't think it is. And that one is done. Right. So I'm going to grab this water pipe and I'm going to put that one over there. I'm going to leave the oxygen pipe connected because it's the only one. And I'm going to grab more water pipe from this one and plug it into the second port. I'm going to grab this one. Now I've got this tank. For some reason I couldn't attach it like that was attached, but it works. So we'll grab this pipe, shove it in there, and then we need to change how the power is set up. So we'll grab this cable, plug it in there, and then grab more cables. We'll plug this one into here, and this one into there. Now, maybe should have got a tank for this, so that there's a backup, and I might still come back and do that. I want to see if I can finish up a little bit more on the power. So I will start on this end. Let's see, do I have everything? I do have everything, I think. Pretty much. Going to be running short of electronics again shortly. Alright, one panel done. 2 panels done. It's a third one finished, and this one is done. It was as quick as that. And then I want to go and finish this extension, and I hope I have what I need for it. And it looks like I'm missing 2 pure silicon. Well, let me throw in what I can until it tells me that I don't have enough materials, and I need 2 pure silicon. So I'm going to head over. I think I have the recipe for pure silicon, but I may not have the materials for it. So we'll hop in, search for silicon. There's pure silicon. Well, I do actually have the chlorine. I just need silicon. And oh yes, this is the thing. It doesn't pick up what's in the box over here. I do have silicon. So I can take that out the box and then go back into here, look for silicon, and I needed 2. And I'll add those, and those will get done. Okay, good. So chlorine Chlorine was a bit of an issue, but apparently there was an update today and that's been fixed. So it's easier to find chlorine now. And you'll find it in deposits with calcium and aluminium. Yeah, it's not something you specifically go out and mine. And there they are. Pure silicon, 2 of them. We can go out and finish that now. And then we can get rid of one of those transformers. Let me allocate more power while I'm thinking about it. So we'll come to this one after the battery. Oh, hang on. Oh, right. That has enough allocated to it. I'm going to give it up. I'm just going to increase that to 15 because I know that a water pump uses 5, but I have an extension on that one. So that's going to use 15. This output goes in here. We are only using 29, but we've allocated 40 to it. And then on the battery, target output, well, 70. We don't need it to be 70. It's taking what it uses. But we are full up on battery, which is great. And this should just be sending everything in. So yeah, there we go. 300 going straight into the battery. That might need to increase. So we build this. Okay, now that is done. And we have extra plugs coming out here. So I can move these over to here. I'm going to be shifting plugs around a little. And that is that one done. Then this line needs to move over here. So we'll just shift them over. And that's done. And now I just have to plug these 4 new ones in. So we'll get the power cable, plug in, and run into there. And I'm just going to do the same and run down the line. And I'll try and keep the cables sort of neat as you can keep them in this game. And oh gosh, I ran out of cable. So let me go and make some more very quickly. So into the 3D printer, I hope I have the materials to make it. Search for cable, there it is. That just needs silicon. I will do, not that many. Let's just do 10, add that, and we'll wait for those to get done. It is getting late now, so may have to do the rest in the morning. And I have my cable, pop that into the hotbar. I think I can still connect those 2, and then I need to just adjust. Plants are withered. I didn't know there were any plants. Oh, plants are fully withered. Alright. So now we can pick up this cable and carry it on into the slot, and then there's just one more. Plug that in, run across. Oh, what happened? Did I run out of cable again? Oh, I was so close. Okay. Well, that's for the morning then. This I will be able to take down. I'll do that in the morning. Let's check this out. Make sure that we are outputting this. I'm going to set this to just do 400. It might actually be more than that. And this feeds into here. And this should just output everything as well. We'll make that 400 as well. Okay. It is late. It's getting cold. Our power situation is very good. I will extend the batteries. But we have dangerous weather coming in the next 6 hours. So yeah, that sucks. And I'm going to need to figure out exactly where, if at all. Oh, there is a withered plant. All right, now there's 12. That should be all of them. Then I'll grab some potatoes in the morning and we'll start growing. Right now, we don't have extra water. Oh, I'm going to have to check that out. There should be water getting stored. For some reason it isn't. But that's fine. We'll sort that out in the morning. Let's sleep until 8. And sleep. Okay, system message. Nothing there. 2 o'clock Tuesday, there was a tornado. Oh, there was a tornado. Oh, gosh, does that mean I have to clean everything again? Oh, man, that's a pain. Gosh, that sucks. Now I'm not going to be producing anything while that is like it is. So I need to go over to my storage. I think it's in here. Yep, there's my air compressor. And I need CO2. And I've only got 1 CO2. Oh, actually, I need to drop a couple of things off. I'll keep these because they're empty and get that filled up as well. And drop off this extra suit battery that I don't need. Let me go figure out what happened to my other CO2 bottle. I've got... Oh, I have things that I can pick up and put away. So I'm going to drop... Oh, I'm going to show you something as well with the circuit boards that Terzo taught me. We'll take as much of this stuff as we can. There's a chemistry pen drive in there as well. Okay, so I only had 1 CO2 bottle. Well, that's one of those things. So a couple of things we need to do. I'm going to need to clean up stuff over here first. So I'll put the compressor in. Oh, I'm going to need to do some repairs on the building tool. So we'll start with this, and it is best to like click, click, click instead of hold down the click button. Seems to use less of your carbon dioxide. Right, that's clean. I'm not sure if it's any faster to do it like this, but it seems to work. And everything's working. I think the biggest issue at the moment is probably those solar panels. But since I'm up here, I'm going to clean this off. Right, this is cleaned off now. I need to hop in here and use this and make sure that we are getting the water to the base. So we're doing I don't know what the production rate is, but let's do 12. So 12 is leaving from here and going into our workshop. Okay, everything up here is clean. Time to get stuck into these. I'm going to clean up the rest and I'll be right back. Okay, good. Everything is shiny and new again. I want to check if I can build another battery extension. So battery pack extension, put that on. I don't know if I've got the materials, but I do need to re-equip my blowtorch, which is almost done. Let's see how far I can get with what I got. I have enough materials, so that's not a problem. My tool is toast. Oh, and while I'm here, I want to build a ramp. So airlock ramp right there. And I'm going to have to jump. Oh gosh, yep. You actually have to finish it, otherwise it blocks off your airlock. So I just need to take that out and I'm going to come and put that ramp in shortly. So tool, repair. It is repaired. So we take it and we'll pop out here, go and finish that battery. And that's done. How has that affected things? Well, now we have 990 kilowatts of potential storage and it is filling up. Good. Everything is set up and working pretty well here. Only thing is, when you put something new in, you've always got to remember to go to the various pieces of infrastructure and set them. Otherwise, you'll end up with not getting power and you don't know why. Yeah, so do that. Let's sort out that ramp. We can put that in and should be easy to build. Done. Now I don't have to jump up here anymore. Perfect. So I think it's time to get some planting done. I believe that I have everything working. In fact, we have a bit of oxygen in here. Not much, but we do have some. So I'll grab the planting tool, shove it in there, and grab the potatoes. And we are not going to eat potatoes for a while, but we are going to grow them. And it will become more obvious what I mean by that. We are going to do upgrades on our potatoes. We're going to increase the seeds. And since I got this space available in here, I could build a refrigerator. And that may actually be useful. So I'm going to put that down and hopefully be able to build it. Yes. And super quick, it is built. So foodstuffs and whatnot we can put in here. In fact, we can put seeds in here as well. So we can get those out of our inventory. Okay, then we need to head in here and set what is needed to feed those plants. Otherwise, they will wither and die. So 1.3 electricity and 3.6 water. And that is set. And we have I think we have a surplus of water. That isn't going up. But to have 8.4 water in is good. To have an extra 5.9 power is awesome. That means that eventually we can have a whole bunch of these racks. And now if we hover over these, you'll see that potato seedlings have 2 stages. And we are slowly increasing on growth. Now, if we were to have the incubator, we could do stage 1 in the incubator and then move them over here. In the incubator, you can leave things for a long time and they're fine. But it also grows faster for that first stage. Right now, that's not really that important. The more important thing is to have all the basic infrastructure set up. Make sure that we have our hydration sorted. There's a bottle that is empty in my inventory, so we'll get that. And that is full. And I'm going to see if I can charge my suit battery before it gets too dark. So we'll come down over here and press and hold. And it's charged to 67%, 72, 77, 88. And it's full. And my only issue currently is hunger, which I will sort out very soon. I have ration packs available. Just want to hop in here and see what other boxes there were. Yeah, there wasn't a box for bottles. There's a box for chemical supplies, aluminium and iron. So aluminium and the iron. So let's add one of those. And that's done. So I can take all the chemical items that I have and drop them in there. That includes things like sulfur and titanium which will not go into boxes. And I'm just going to leave that up there. So it makes your inventory a little neater. And then I'm carrying a whole lot of bottles that I don't really need with me. So I'm going to close this place up. Let's see if there's anything else that I can move to the other side. Yeah, lots of bottles. Oh, there's some potassium. We'll move all of the supplies over. And I can fill up all of these bottles. Eventually charge batteries. We'll take empty bottles. And I can equip the suit battery and then charge it while it's on me, so I have spare suit batteries. That's cool for now. Right, I'm going to close up over here. And we'll head into our workshop to the storage box. And I don't believe I have any more space in this box for circuits. I'm going to keep that with me, but I'm going to move the rest of the circuits into the storage. And then go and fill up the water bottles. And if you just hold the button, see I'm refilling bottles 0 of 4, 1 of 4. So yeah, we don't just have empty bottles lying around. Good, that's done. And then I had empty oxygen bottles as well. So we can fill our oxygen bottles at the CO2 scrubber. And wow, how many did I have? No, I don't know how full everything is, but yeah, we do have lots of spares now. We could use one of those small boxes because I've got quite a collection of bottles. And I'll just have to move that potassium to the 3D printer. So I'm going to have another workshop somewhere where we'll have a 3D printer and more storage. The storage will change its purpose. I don't think I plugged my vehicle into charge, so I wasted that. Our plants are currently at 5% growth. Not anything else that I need to do, just need to check, make sure that everything is still good here, and it is. And we still have 8.4 water and storage, 5.9 extra power. Super. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to get an early night and sleep for a long time. And that's it. Bedtime. And we're up, and I need to grab some food, so consume that. I'm up to 72. That is fine. See how we're doing on growth. Growth is up to 18%. Awesome. Now we're going to speed up the growth by genetically modifying the seeds. Let's head outside and go and see how things are going. We have a lot of power. Lots and lots of power available. In fact, I think we're providing more into this building than what we need. Yeah, let me plug my car in. Oh, I would if I had cable. Oh, that's something I can do. Go and quickly make some cable. Okay, into our little pod. Hop in here. Cable needs silicon. Go to the inventory. We can drop that potassium off. Oh, I don't have much silicon left. And I am about to use all of it. So I'm going to have to go and do some silicon mining. And we have our cable. Oh, I need to drop off the planting thing. That's fine. It's not taking up much space. Now, we're not going to need to manually mine forever because we do have access to the small rock crusher. It uses 10 power, which is not too bad. And the only thing I'm missing is a fuse, and I have some fuses in the box. Let's try that. It's a small rock crusher, but it looks pretty big. Only thing is, I think we need a vehicle. And I need to put it far enough away that it's not going to interfere with my building extensions. So, let's pop it over there and see how that looks. Yeah, it's not too bad. I could have put it on the other side though. Yeah, I want to leave this area open for building extension and maybe electrical extension. So we'll just grab the grinder and take it out. I'll move it over to this side. Somewhere here should be good. So blueprints, rock crusher, rotate it. Yeah, I think that looks fine right there. Is this going to be a ramp to get up? It might be. Yep, it is. Okay, let me go get those fuses. Oh, actually, let me build because the fuse is the last thing on the list. Now, I've never used this, so it's going to be a tester. And I don't see any hotspots that I can click on to build faster. So it's a bit of a slow build. Right, and that's as far as I can go without the fuse. This is pretty impressive looking. I believe you're going to need a vehicle to bring the rock to crush. And I don't believe I have access to build that vehicle yet. So pop over to storage, fuses. There's the fuses. And we can complete the build. Alright, good. So that's the exit. And yep, you would need a vehicle to bring it over. And what does this open? I don't know. Okay, that's not a ramp to get up top. Ah, well, there's the power connection. So we can do that. Emergency open. Oh, wait, hang on. I see what that is. So if you open it, there we go. All right, good. And then in the control panel, we need the electrical supply. So let's plug that in. And I probably don't have enough cable to reach all the way to my transformer. But we will see how far we can get. So I'm going to bring this out and around. Yep, I can only get to here. So, iron mining then, eh? Oh wait, silicon. I need silicon. And this is aluminium. But it's fine, we need aluminium as well. So I'm going to run around. We're going to have to do a lot of mining anyway. And I'm picking up chlorine as well, which is very, very good. Yeah, I picked up 7 chlorine out of that. And we need chlorine for a couple of things. Currently the most important... Oh, I got a message. What message have I got? Don't like messages because they're usually bad news. Nope, no message. Oh, significant temperature drop. That was from last night, so no, that's not the message. It's weird. No new message. All right, let's go and see what we're looking at here. Press Q to change. That's aluminium. I am looking for some silicon. That's more aluminium. More aluminium. There we go. That's silicon with traces of potassium and sodium. So we're going to mine this rock. And you can sort of see the difference between the rocks when you start mining them. The hot spots are different colors. Like for silicon, it's this orange. It looks like I picked up 9 chlorine out of there too. So yeah, chlorine is no longer an issue in this game. And I picked up 145 silicon. That's really good. So I can sort out some cable now. If I drop that silicon in, the aluminium as well. I don't need the aluminium right now. We've got chlorine, more potassium over there, some sodium, and then down to cable. And I'm going to do 20. That'll be 200. No, let's do 30. If I can get it to hit 30. Yep, add. All right, those will be ready in a moment. And while I'm doing that, let's grab some more aluminium, get this rock out of the way. Because if we intend on using this, this rock can't be here. And that's pretty amazing. I picked up 13 chlorine. Yeah, chlorine is no longer a problem, and as such, purified silicon is also not a problem. And 127 aluminium. Cool, let's go and drop it off in here. So chlorine can go in there, aluminium can go in there, the rest of the silicon can go in there, keep everything nice and tidy. We can take our cables and go and plug in the rock crusher. Now, like I said, I don't think the rock crusher is very useful without the vehicle. I could be wrong, but I'm taking this and I'm going to plug it in anyway. So we'll find a nice spot over there, and we're going to allocate 10 power. Doesn't need more than 10. So there we go. We're actually oversupplying to our water area. That's fine. I do plan on extending that. And before I forget, I do need to plug my vehicle in, and that also needs to be allocated some power. So we can hop in here, and that will be 20. I'll just type it in. Good. Are our batteries full? Should be. Yep, 990. So power's no issue. Water might still be an issue. I think I need more of the water wells. But I think I should set them up like I set up the first one with oxygen as well. You can also draw methane out of there. We'll get to that. So let's have a quick look at our plants. They are at 27.45%. I need to head into the... Oh yes, I wanted to show something here. We need to repair our... Yeah, we need to repair our tools. So I'll hop in and do all the necessary repairs. That's the blowtorch getting sorted. And then our jackhammer, repair that. And it is a jackhammer 3, which is why I'm able to mine so quickly. What a pleasure though. And finally the grinder. Oh, hang on. I need to take first. And then grinder and repair. Good, all done. Now, in my box of tricks, I have a damaged circuit board. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to click repair. And it's going to show me that I'm missing a coil type 3, or bad components is coil type 3, resistor type 1. So here's my little zoomed in view of it, and then if I click on the case, there's a whole bunch of components. I'm looking for coil type 3, which is that, and I'm going to drag that over and pop it in over there and click. So that's in, and then resistor type 1, which is this one, and pop that in over there and click, and it's in. Now I need to flip the board. Now to flip the board, I press Q, and that flips it over. And then over on this side, I can grab the soldering tool. And then with my zoomed in view, I can go and find those locations that need to be soldered. So there's a spot. And if I click, I can, oh, I failed. Okay, I've got to try that again. You need to stop inside the green. That one's done. Oh, I failed again. Oh, damn. That one is done. And I got some tech advancement. And then there was those two over there. So click on that and that's done. And I'll get used to this. There we go. And now we have a nicely repaired board. And we can close everything up and escape. If we go into our inventory and we look in the box, all of the circuit boards work. So that's how you repair circuit boards. Pretty nifty little mechanic. I'm going to go drop off the fuses and I'm going to drop off my planter tool. So let's have a look at the tech tree and see where it is that we get to the truck that we need. So in the mechanics workstation, all the way over here, heavy rover, tanks for rover, multiple rock grabbing, drill. We need to unlock all of those. But in order to do that, there are certain things that need to be unlocked. So we've unlocked the large replaceable accumulator 1. We have completed aerospace alloy. We have silicon purification. But we need the rover blueprint. And before we can even do it, we actually need the science bench for mechanics. So that is a little way down the line. I see we have another one in electricity. I don't think there's any more. Oh, there's stuff we can unlock. I need the blueprint for automated panel cleaning, which would be really nice. We have a medium antenna, and I don't quite know what the antenna does. A device to extend the range of the tablet. Okay, so like a map extension. But we do have a lot of points here, so I feel like I should use them. We've got the sulfuric acid production. We could do the hangar fast charging. But once again, we need the science bench, so we can't do any of those until I build that bench. And as you can see, all my slots here are full, so no chance of building a bench. So we need to increase the size of the facility. And I think it would probably be best if I went out and pillaged some places. So we've kind of been over here, and there's another place up there. I'm feeling like we should maybe take a trip through this valley, go and have another look at these locations. Because I don't know that I checked them all. And then there's a location down over here. And I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. The vehicle's charging and should be pretty close to fully charged. So, oh, we actually don't need to go into the vehicle. I can pull up my tablet and under vehicles, yep, it's at 100%. Now there's one more thing that I could do to increase storage. Let's go in here and there is an ATV crate. That needs silicon, aluminium, and iron. Iron, silicon, and aluminium. And just type in ATV to search for it. ATV crate. I'm going to just add, I can add 2 and add them and let those build. Good. Inventory, we can pick up those 2 crates. And that'll give us storage on the ATV, but it does work a little bit funny. Anyway, we're going to leave here, close the door, and we're going to head to bed. Before we go to bed, let's just see progress, 32%. So it's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days to grow at the moment. We'll improve that. And I can hit the sack. I'm going to sleep until exactly when I need to leave. And off to bed we go. Right, 2 things I need to do. We have no messages. I need to grab myself some food, sort out the water, go and make sure that my suit battery is charged. So hop over. Oh, there's no empty plugs here anymore. All right, well, I can use one of these slots. It is sunny, so we'll charge up and we are at 100% on everything. Good. Let's unplug the vehicle and hop on. And we are going to head around this way. Now, I am going to make this base a lot bigger. There's other buildings that I must put in that I need to unlock. But we're first going to get another one of those workshops in. And we're getting a nice early start today. I said I was going to head through this gap. Is this the right one? Let's just stop. Have a look at the map. Yeah, this will be fine if I can get through there. And we'll try very hard not to do ourselves in today. Okay, this might not have been the best route. It looks very steep. Will I be able to make it up? Oh, I will. There we go. A little bit of slip and slide. So there's a location out there. I'm not sure if that's one that I've been to. But I'm going to pick up some speed, press G for cruise control, and we are motoring. Yep, I don't think I've been to this one, and there's another one a little further on as well. So we're going to be able to grab ourselves a lot of resources today. Hopefully top up on food as well. And here we are. We're at our first location, and it's only 9:30, so we did well. Let's head in. Open up these doors. I already see a bit of stuff lying around. Small circuit board. Some electric motors. And you can see that up in the message, small circuit board added to box for circuits and pen drives. So it's immediately not filling up my storage if it doesn't have to. And even the electric motor went to building materials. Ah, some food. Good. I don't see any more in this room. Oh, there's a oxygen bottle. I really don't know if I want any more. Let's open up and go through. Head to this way. That's just outside. That's outside. And that's outside. Right, I don't see anything lying on the ground out here, but there's something over here. Food. No. Electronics. I accept that. Thank you. And that means that I can now start breaking all of this stuff down. And we have lights here that we can break down as well. So let's grab our grinder and we start working away. And the lights break down very quickly. You get aluminum plates and electronics from them. And we have these very big solar panels that we can sort out as well. And they have hotspots. If you circle it while you're busy chopping, you can see them and aim for those spots to make the breaking down faster. Right, well, I'm going to break down everything here, and when I'm done, I will be back with you. Right, those are all broken down. I'm going to take a walk around and see if I can find anything else. I probably need to go into that building. The one thing I haven't found yet is a tablet, and it's possible it's in there. There's another light I can take down while I'm here, so I'll just get rid of that very quickly. I could actually take this building down. That'll be pretty good. I'll get around to doing something like that. And we have more goodies. Steel plates, more motors, first aid kits, screws, and last but not least, the abandoned tablet, which I will immediately go and have a look at. So we use it. Large dome, medium antenna, polymer synthesis. Low torch 3. I think I'm going to go with polymer synthesis first. Yeah, see if there's anything out this way. It's just open to nothing. And since it's still pretty early, we just take down some boxes. Give us a few extra materials. And the last one. Good. This area is done. And I do see something lying down here. We have a seed magazine. More potatoes by the looks of things. That's a pity. Alright, yeah, you really do need to look carefully when you're checking out these facilities. Anyway, let's head off to the next one. And that one is over there. Now that looks like a mining spot. And there's another one over there. If we work fast, we can hit them all. Right, we are here. So these look like drills. I wonder if this is something that we get. I see lots of resources over in those containers. Can we break these down? No, we can. Oh, I need to upgrade in order to break that down. I can get this. Sort out a solar panel. Get good resources from solar panels. Okay, that's done. Before I go into those containers, I'm going to run up here and see if there's anything to find. Yep, this is all broken and offline. Nothing to see here. Cool. Now we just have to pick stuff up. So open the... Ooh, I got more tech advancement. And oh, good. More food. And more food. And we got another med kit. And I need to chop these down if I'm going to get to that circuit board. Right, small circuit board. And I shouldn't throw it on the ground. Right, we're out of that one. Next one. Motors, medkits, and a tablet. Let's break all of these down. Yeah, they go pretty quickly. They're very small. That one is cleared out. And then we have this one. More food. Brilliant. A lot of medkits. Lots of motors around as well, and more food. Perfect. Yeah, and we're picking up a huge amount of resources. It's really, really good. Far better than going and mining and making the resources. I can't break these containers down. So that means that we're basically done in this spot. Let's head off to the next one. It's still early enough. And that looks like another mining spot. We are getting quite far out. Hang on. That might be a better place to go and check. Although I'm not sure if I've been there before. I might have. Alright, I'm going to head out to this one. If it's a mining spot, it'll be pretty quick to clean out. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. Wind turbines. A lot of wind turbines. Yeah, I thought they were miners, but they are not. And this was a power production spot by the looks of things. We have big circuit board. Let's go through this building. Some more food, med kits. There's the tablet and some steel plates. And yeah, that's about it. I could come through here and chop things if I can. Yep, this one I can chop. The boxes I can chop. And these are giving me a lot of material. Wow, I'm going to have a lot. Okay, now I'm just keeping an eye on the time because that's going to be pretty important. Oh, hang on a sec. I can grind that down? What I got for that? I'm not sure what I actually picked up for that. It's like a drilling thing over here that I can do as well. Take out some of these. There's a helmet. Can I do the helmet? Apparently I can. And another empty bottle. And there's a whole bunch of... Oh, wow, there's so much here. I'm going to need to come back because it's already 4 o'clock. Yeah, there's lots of bits and pieces. Oh, and there's another kit over here. So we'll get rid of that. I can't break this down. Yep, I need to upgrade my grinder for that. This one I can do. And this. And I can't do that. And there's a box lying here. So that box is gone. And we're going to head outside. We're going to have to leave soon. I would like to see what I can get from these larger kind of wind turbines. I can actually chop them down. I want to see if they deliver any new items. Yeah, no, not really. Okay, I'm going to come back. It's already 5 o'clock. I need to head home. There's a lot of resources I can collect here. And this will be a good area to come back to. There's another location up over there that I may or may not have been to. But we are going to be driving home in the dark, I think. 1,400 meters to go, and it's already 20 past 5. And we have made it home. Cool. One thing I didn't do was use the boxes, so let's go into my inventory and equip. And actually, how the heck do you use these? You have to equip them over here first. Maybe? Alright, well, it's 7 o'clock, so it's not too cold. I can fiddle around. Press 4. And pop that over there. So it's extra storage, but they work a little bit weird. You have to have them in your inventory, drop things into them, and then put them on your vehicle to take them out of your inventory. That's fine. We've got crates on the back. Everything here is still running, right? Got lots of power available. It all seems pretty good. Let's head inside. Lights are still on. Good news. Requirements here have not changed. Our plants are growing. Look at that, 66%. Very nice. And if we have a look in the inventory, I do have a tablet that I could use. Blowtorch 3, large jump. Oh, jetpack. Although ammonium nitrate synthesis will get us closer to the greenhouse, which is actually quite important. Jetpack is a really nice to have, but let's do this one. Cool. Done. And then as far as stuff goes, I've got a lot of stuff. I even picked up some silicon somehow, but I am overflowing on certain things. I have 100 solar panels there and another 14. That stack is full. 505 screw packs. Steel plates. Hold on. Let's sort that. Okay, so steel plates only stack to 50. We have no place left in our circuit box. We're going to probably get another one of those. I have some extra circuits. Oh, and I have another abandoned tablet. Wait, did I not do that? Thought I had done them all. Let's use that. Blowtorch 3, silicon purification we've actually already got, so we might have actually had the others then. Big plant crate. Actually, that's pretty good. Getting that. I'm going to concentrate on the botany side of things. And I am going to get myself a large crate. Oh, I have to build it in the 3D printer. Not going out now. We'll sort that out next time. So, that's where we are. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts. And if you have any tips, I'm going to be able to make my base a bit bigger. I need another one of these workshops so I can put the research tables in so we can start doing other research and also build a greenhouse. We are going to grab this. We have plenty of food, so I don't have to worry about this being food right now. I have 12, and I don't even need one right now. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to modify all of these in this machine in the next episode. And before I go, just a quick look into this. I found the ideal way to get the temperature close to 100 but not quite over. And that was all I did was bring this one down. So if you click on, you have to stop before you can do adjustments. But if you click on this one, it drops it to 87.4. So with just that one open, close that one, have this 2 bars and this 1 bar, I got to 99.8. So I think they're all different because in my co-op playthrough it was a different number. But yeah, that's a setup that I think might work. So 1 up, that 1 down, that 2, that 1, 99.88, providing 13.1 liters of oxygen per hour, which is awesome. And we can just start it and get out of there. So progress has been made. We have the rock crusher. We still got to work our way towards the vehicle that will use the rock crusher, but it's there now. And we've managed to compress our storage a bit. So thank you very, very much for joining me. And until next time, cheers.